Hello, beautiful Libra friends. Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. So happy to have you all up in the house with me, up in the teacup. We are here to do your end of January into end of February career and finances tarot spread. As always, guys, what I do for you here on YouTube are general messages. That means that not everything I say will resonate with all the Libras out there. So it is up to you guys to come into this reading with an open heart and an open mind. And ultimately, it's up to you to discern the messages, to take away the messages that resonate with you, that speak to you in some way, that motivate you, that inspire you. Anything that you don't connect with or feels foreign to you, it means it's probably not your message, and that you can release it. It might be someone else's energy that I'm connecting with. So yeah, don't force anything to fit ever, but also give these messages time to resonate. Not everything will make sense here and now in this very moment. Give it a few hours, days, weeks. You get it, Libra. You know the drill. All right, everything else is in the description box below, including the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media channels. I am The Intuitive Teacup on Facebook, Instagram, and online. Officially, I have a website. Check me out. I am theintuitiveteacup.com. If you want to learn more about me, about tarot, etc., give it a look-see. All right, we're going to hop in for my Libra squad. What do they need to know about money, career, and finances? That one wants to come out. One more card for my Libras. That one. Okay. Great, we are going to hop in. So hell yeah, on the bottom of the deck, you got moon and sun energy. So the changing of cycles. Something about this is actually the sun setting, but I think it's a good thing because the High Priestess is major arcana. It's a card of Cancer, again, the moon. Something that intuitively you're starting to feel, it's like a breakthrough, sort of the way the sun breaks through the clouds, something about that. And then this is a card of Leo. It's joy, it's happiness, it's regrowth, it's rebirth, it's excitement, it's fun. And with the High Priestess, there may be some sort of message. Yeah, absolutely. With the King of Swords, wow, yeah, this Libra. All right, I could keep going. All right, one more. Oh my God, there's so many though. I want to keep going. Okay, anyway. Underneath this High Priestess who I feel like is waiting on a message, if you've been putting out applications or waiting to hear back about an offer, about a raise, about, whatever, fill in the blank, about some idea that someone else is collaborating with you on, you get that communication probably early February. King of Swords, so it's an Aquarius card. That to me is almost a timestamp in Aquarius season. You're probably going to hear back. And not only that, it's going to fill your cup. It's going to bring you joy, love, happiness. It's going to make your heart sing because it's in alignment with your wishes, your dreams, the wish fulfillment card. Your deck is stacked. So we'll hop into your energy. The last thing I'll say is you also have King of Cups. So those who are putting out resumes and waiting to hear back from multiple offers, oh my gosh, you guys. You have two kings, so more masculine energy, though it doesn't have to be a male, if that makes sense. Everybody has duality, right? The black and the white, the masculine and the feminine. This I feel like represents you, Libra. The High Priestess, the silent woman, the secret woman, the intuitive mother type. She's very in tune with her spirituality. Again, her goals, her dreams, what she wants. All this cup energy. It feels like there's two almost fighting for your attention and wanting you to commit to one. And this does feel new. You also have Ace of Swords. Oh my God, you have the reciprocity card. You have double aces. So yeah, again, some communication that's going to make you happy, but it's almost like somebody is waiting for you to almost like pass the baton or pass the spirit stick, or what is that thing, when you're passing it around, that person can speak when they hold it. I'm thinking of like the conch in Lord of the Flies. It's something like that. I don't know. Maybe that means something to someone. But yeah, especially a Taurus may be involved in this, but more than anything, some sort of leadership position where you're preaching to the group, essentially. You're in charge. You could be a teacher, teaching the classroom. Yeah, something about a position in which you would be the center of attention, the authority. Sometimes with the Hierophant, it does talk about marriage or tradition. And so that may have to, I'll be real with you. For some of you, this might be a relationship spread, only given that it's like potentially you, Libra, an air sign, and maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Particularly if my Libras out there are interested in a Cancer that is their wish fulfillment, or Scorpio or Aquarius for that matter. You have a lot of water energy and sword energy. So it seems like a meeting of the minds between Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Something about that, it's like they're an equal balance to you. They're the missing puzzle piece. Now, I'm reading for work relationships, but that's, oh wow, God, these these keep getting better. That's what I mean. There's an equal balancing out here. There's the yin to your yang. You get what you give with this person in this relationship. There's more joy. You guys create beautiful things together. This can be a card of creation. They take a lot of the load off your back, off of your plate, off of your whatever. Yeah, things that you've been struggling with in the past, they're going to help minimize that struggle. And because they're going to offer you new insight, they offer you new perspective, a new way to analyze the data or the results or how to approach whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. They are like a welcomed relief. This has been you for the last several years, maybe months, maybe weeks, right? There's something about when this person steps in, they are like a beautiful gift that brings joy back into your life. And in trajectory, like to whatever you're trying to achieve career-wise, it's beautiful. There's something very pure and innocent and untainted about this relationship. So that's what I mean. This wouldn't be someone who you have a tremendous amount of baggage with in the past. It could be someone you've never worked with before, particularly if they are an air or a water sign. But yeah, I'm sensing that a lot of you are waiting for word back, and you have two cards indicating that not only is there going to be some form of communication or recognition or even an exchange of emails back and forth, like talking to build upon these plans. It's very equal. When you send out the email, you get one back. It's not like it's not like pounding on a brick wall, if that metaphor makes sense. Yeah, but somebody holds something of desire that you want, potentially a job that you're very excited about, or this person may have, they hold like the influx of money to your account, something like that. Like this position that you're getting word on, it feels like your cup is going to overflow. Your bank account will be healthy. Your heart will be happy. Yeah, these are amazing cards. So, but some of you are doubting that it could happen, even in this reading, because all these cards are so good. I wish I could hold them all up and show them to you, because just to be perfectly real, you have amazing cards here. But you have Wheel of Fortune in reverse under the sun. So this says a couple things to me. You may be leaving behind a very difficult past, especially financially, if money has been particularly tight, or you just felt like the cogs weren't turning, the wheels were in motion, but you kept getting jammed or stuck, or it's almost like your tire was spinning out in the mud. And this is all although that may have happened to some of you if you've been in like some sort of car accident, or it's not even a car accident. It's like literally that idea of your car getting stuck in the snow or in the mud. That means something to someone out there. Anyway, maybe you work in vehicle transportation. I don't know. Some of you thought that your opportunity had passed you by, something about the communication. You didn't hear from them for a long time, and it may have had to do with something about if you're waiting on a job, it had to do with the timing of it. It's like they couldn't add a head count in Q4, but now that it's the new year, they're ready to add another person. It feels like that. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse, it's leaving the past behind in terms of what wasn't working, what wasn't bringing you happiness and good fortune. But also there's an element of doubt here that I don't really like. But what's cool is you do have the Eight of Cups in reverse. So in the upright, it's going after something even better. It's not settling. It's going after the next big thing. Here's why I like it though. I think some of you thought you weren't going to hear back from this person or from this opportunity, and you started to look other places. And again, the mentality of you looking at other places, it felt like misfortune. It felt like a missed opportunity. It felt like I should have gotten that position. That's what I wanted. Again, not for everyone. I don't like to read cards and be a hype man of you're going to get this and that and blah, 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 you know. You get a car and you get a car. But something about this, it actually brings you back to what you were waiting on. High Priestess. You weren't necessarily communicating with that person. In fact, it may have shut off entirely, again, for a season or for a quarter or for a month. This is a timing card. It has to do with like very fixed start and end dates. It has the fixed zodiac signs on it. Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Again, something about Aquarius season, it yields good results. You start getting back all from the effort you've been putting in. And it does feel like it may have to do with money, with Pentacles and all these cups. Yeah, so something that you've been holding out hope for, and your arms are crossed in a way that it's like you're stubborn because you won't you refuse to set your sights on some other opportunity, I actually think that that was your intuition saying, no, this is mine. Like, let me show you it will be mine. And I think for most of you, something about this, it does come back in, or you get communication about it that at minimum offers you some sort of clarity so that you can make peace with it, all right? So for those who don't get this job or whatever it is, though for most of you, again, these cards are freaking amazing, something comes in where there's acknowledgement, there's an epiphany, there's some form of communication or information that helps put you in a better position to align with your goals, with your dreams, with all your happiness, you know, everything you wish to accomplish and build on. Yeah, it sets you free from burden. Some of you may get a piece of information like, you got the job, congratulations. And some of you may actually question if you really want it. Especially if you have two offers coming in. And again, you had two kings, King of Cups and King of Swords. Some of you may get two communications. One of those is more of a logical career choice. The other one is more in tune with what your heart wants, something that brings you peace. It may involve some sort of like charity work or like humanitarian type work, very Libra energy. The other one may pay you more, but yeah, I actually think you're literally here, right? With the 6, she's got 2 in each arm, or 1 in each arm rather. Libra energy, balancing out the choice, the decisions. Yeah, I mean, like, it's just really, I can't make it up. Like, you have 2 new beginnings, one from the sword element, one from the heart element. So maybe this is your dream job. Maybe it's some sort of career field in math or science. And then maybe with that, you're also getting, I don't know, engaged to a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. I say that because the Hierophant is coming up again, sometimes a card of marriage, but it could also be the idea of marrying yourself to a company. Getting into like a long-term relationship with your business partner, something like that. But it's good. You got wish fulfillment, you got happiness, but it doesn't come without some sort of difficult decision. Sometimes this can be a card of reassessment. I'm not terribly worried about it though, because what you're assessing, neither one seem like they have too much baggage. The only thing I want to circle back to is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This is a card of Jupiter. It's the idea of expansion. Okay, one of these opportunities, and it might be the more logical choice. I'm not certain yet. We'll see if we can clarify. But one of these opportunities is not going to expand you to the network or to the salary or to the job title as soon as you would like it to. And maybe that's why the 8 of Cups is in reverse. It's like with the 8, you're on your way to the 9, but yeah, you're being asked to like circle back. Like you're not ready for the whole kit and caboodle yet. You're not ready for like all the bells and whistles. It's bringing your attention back to fire energy. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, something about Sagittarius and Leo might be important in this spread. You also have the Devil in reverse. And you have the Emperor. So yeah, Aries, Leo, Sag. The Emperor builds the empire, though. This is like boss mode. I think this is you, Libra. I think you are looking to expand your business or your bank account or your resume, something of that kind. Because, yeah, I think we already touched upon this. There was something in the past that was keeping you stuck. How we were saying your wheel spinning out in the mud. That's sort of the Devil in the upright. In reverse, it's like you've unstuck yourself. You're ready to expand and grow. And maybe you weren't before. Maybe you may not have realized it at the time, but maybe there was some sort of valuable lesson of you having to go kind of internal and do some sort of internal self-assessment, spirituality perhaps, of why you weren't ready to welcome in like this blessing or this opportunity when it first presented. With Wheel of Fortune, I mean, even in reverse, it's not a bad card, but yeah, how I was saying, it's like you felt like the opportunity was there and you weren't ready to take it, or again, it was there, but it went to someone else. Again, spinning around, but also everything comes full circle. There was a reason why you weren't able to accept that blessing or why it wasn't meant to be yours at that time. And I am getting there's something about the shadow self. It may have had to do with an issue of you not having enough confidence to ask for what you wanted. In fact, for a lot of you, that's it. There was a desire for it, but when it came to something about shouldering up to the competition, standing among your competitors. A lot of my Libras withdrew. They didn't think they deserved it, or they didn't think they were good enough, or they did, but they were too intimidated by the competition to, like, you know, throw their hat in the ring. It was something like that. So again, in the past, I think that was an old version of yourself. We've been through Capricorn season. We've been through karmic lessons. A lot of you have come to realize that if you don't fight for yourself, no one else will. So yeah, a lot of you are coming in with like that badass sword energy, right? Pretty awesome stuff. I like that a lot. All right, believe it or not, that was entirely bottom of your deck. We haven't even gotten into your reading yet, so this is going to be a long video. But I mean, you know, it's a great message. It's a fantastic message. So your energy is 3 of Moths and the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, no longer waiting for someone to pull you out of your misery. The phrase pull yourself up by your bootstraps, put your big girl panties on. You're not waiting for someone else to do that for you anymore. You are trudging through the snow. You will reach your destination. You will make it to reciprocity, to the 6 of Pentacles, right? I mean, that's what you're headed towards. In the upright, this is 3 of Wands. This is waiting. This is waiting for your ships to come in. Again, Wands can be our career, our passions. Waiting for someone to be like, Libra, you like this? Here's your job. And I'm not saying that was all of you, but again, there was something in the past that it was like when an opportunity presented itself, yeah, absolutely. It resulted in this. No matter how much you wanted it or desired it or thought you deserved it, again, the shadow self, the black ink, something seeping into your heart, it was devil energy. It was something about, again, for most of you, a lack of confidence. And this is one of your cards, right? It was an imbalance of the heart. Or again, poor communication with someone. I'm getting the idea of you constantly writing things and not hearing back. So it could be sending out resumes, something about letters of recommendation so that you might be a teacher. You were being juggled by multiple people and they weren't sure what to do with you or where to fit you. They didn't want to get rid of you. They didn't want to fire you. They liked the work, but it's almost like they weren't ready to promote you. They weren't ready to give you the money or the currency or whatever it is that you wanted. They weren't ready to give you the work from home dates. They weren't ready to let you travel and go on the road with this product. Something like that. But yeah, your energy is badass though. I like this. It's like you are acknowledging, yeah, money's tight, times are tough. It's, you know, this is a bit of a struggle. Spirit is testing me. But what's so cool about this is that 5 of Pentacles, that's the stained glass window of a church. There is salvation. There is shelter from the storm here. And it's almost like instead of taking the easy way out, it's something like not letting... Something about being coddled, that used to be an older version of yourself where you needed people's sympathy. And please don't take offense to this. It's just, this is how it's communicating. It's something that like you recognize that while that can feel good, when you're having a shitty day, it feels great to have someone lift you back up. But you understood that that had no impact on your finances. It had to do with the mental clarity you got of being your own cheerleader, of stepping into your magic power here with all this air energy. I love it, Libra. Yeah, you're not waiting for favors. You're not waiting for handouts. It's like something about like this opportunity broke my heart once, but it's because I didn't go after it. Now it's like, again, how I was saying, it's going to be mine. Like this mother effing thing is mine. Like, watch me. It's very empowered. It's a little bit, I mean, with the Emperor coming up, it's very headstrong, but not in a way that I dislike. Yeah. Oh, my throat's dry. Sorry, guys. Okay, this card wants to be seen. Oh, that was the 6 of Pentacles. I was going to say, we've had that twice, haven't we? No, I guess we haven't. But look at this. You got 5, 6, 7. All in a row, climbing the corporate ladder. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, planting the seeds you want to nurture and develop over time. It's funny, you don't have any earth or, you don't have any earth like king or queens, but you have it in love, in cups, and you have it in intellect and knowledge, swords. Very cool. All right, so let's look at your challenger focus. All right, so you have the Hanged Man in reverse. And there... Love it. I just said we don't have the King or Queen of Pentacles. There she is. All right, challenger focus. Again, something about the timing of it, the way this Hanged Man is presented. This may happen at a time where you weren't expecting it, or Even so, it could come at a time that is not convenient for you. And I don't know exactly what that means, but this opportunity, this multiple job offerings, it could be tearing you both ways because you want both. And maybe you're trying to split your time if you work 2 part-time jobs or have your own business and a 9 to 5, or however you want to say it, if you want to have like a side hustle. Something about this communication of a new opportunity comes at a time where it may add a little bit of stress to your plate. But again, there's something about a relationship, particularly with, I just keep wanting to say waters, the thing you love versus the thing that is more logical. That is where you have a good network of people or a person, again, the yin to your yang, that makes something similar, easier for you. I don't know why I said similar, but maybe you guys look similar. Maybe you have the same birthday. I don't know. So yeah, the Hangman in reverse to me is saying the time is now. It's no longer time to dream about it and think about how great it would be and wonder if you're ready for the transition. You are. As we were saying, that devil that it's like you've been like, girl, bye, like the card is in reverse. The devil's gone. That energy that used to hold you back, the lack of confidence or the competition, something about that. It's almost like the way at the beginning of a race somebody sounds the gun and then the runners go. That's what I mean. It's like there's no more time for delay. And I think part of you is still questioning that. And something about the timing of this, the timing, that keeps coming through like over and over and over again. Something about this happens overnight. The very first thing we pulled was the sun and the moon, the changing of cycles. You have the Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter expansion energy, and then this Neptune card, the Hanged Man. It's all about waiting for death, waiting for the transition so that you can go into a new cycle. It comes right before the Death card. It is a card of Pisces. Maybe some of you are working with a Pisces. I could see that too with all the water. In reverse, it keeps emphasizing to me it's no longer time to dream about it. It's time to build. I almost said it's time to take action, but it's not being clarified by the wands. So it's time to build or do something with the money. Get the money straightened out, get the money right. Count your pennies, save your pennies for a rainy day. Though I don't think it's save your pennies. It's something about moving forward with the investment, giving out the loan. Allocating funds in the right area. Let's clarify that. Why is the Hanged Man in reverse here? You could be dealing with a Capricorn. This is also saying to me, though, something was figured out in Capricorn season. There was some sort of opportunity. Okay, this missed opportunity for those who resonate with that. That feels like something that may have happened in Sagittarius season. So that would be late November into early December. Some sort of idea or some sort of calling you had, potentially to go work in nature or with animals. That's not for everybody. There was something lucky about when that opportunity hit or something lucky about when that opportunity came to you. But again, you felt like you missed the boat. There was, again, the confidence thing or whatever it was. There was opposition that ultimately served you because this was meant to come around at a time where you were more capable, more adequate for the job, in a better financial standing, in a better social standing, even emotionally, right? Maybe you weren't ready to accept it in your life because your energy was blocked from a difficult relationship. It's something about gaining back your power, getting grounded, making logical decisions, making practical decisions. Yeah, something about based in the practical versus like the dreamy, romantic, wouldn't it be nice? It's not time for that. It's time to, it's something about Aquarius season, the logic of it all. The fine-tuning of things, the data, the analysis, the facts, the statistics. Yeah, this is going back to the lack of confidence. This is a card of fears. I can't do it because X, Y, and Z. I'm not smart enough. I'm not pretty enough. I don't make enough money. I don't have the right social connections. All that. They won't like me. That kind of thing. something is clouding your judgment, and it does have to do with an opportunity of the past that it eclipsed your vision. It eclipsed your heart. You think because you didn't get this once, or because that person shut you down once, because they passed up on your resume that one time, some of you took it personally. You thought that golden opportunity couldn't be yours because you weren't good enough. It had nothing to do with that. How I was saying, like, they didn't have money for the head count. Yeah, it's like, yeah, somebody was juggling you and you took offense that you weren't chosen. But here, it's like, when you are chosen, don't block your blessings. You know, don't be in the prison of swords, the circle of swords, and the swords representing our thoughts. They're pointed down, right? Our negative thoughts that keep us trapped. It's like liberating yourself from old patterns of thought, old patterns of belief. Recognizing, like, you're the damn Queen of Pentacles, male or female, right? It doesn't matter. There's a rabbit here, something about luck, fortune, timing, the wheel of fortune, Sagittarian energy. It's time for you to shine. It's time for you to capitalize on this opportunity. Money is going to be good here if you can get out of your own way. If you can get out of your own, like, headspace of things that are like, impacting you in a negative way. Fear is what comes to mind here more than anything. So you're in control then, aren't you? If your main obstacle in the coming weeks is getting out of your own head, just build it, right? If you build it, they will come. That expression, that's not a terrible obstacle to have, right? Because you're still in the control, right? So what is, the help available to you? The Knight of Wands. Aligning with what brings you joy, where your passion lies, especially if you are making a decision between multiple offers or jobs, or maybe you're hiring on a group of people, right? And you have to make a choice between the water sign and the air sign. I'm just throwing out that. This is something about going with the fun opportunity, something that brings you joy, something that is lighthearted. Yeah, your decisions the difficult decisions you may have to make regarding this opportunity, they're going to come from within. Emotionally, what you connect to, but also with fire, does it excite you? Does it intrigue you? The Knight of Wands goes wherever the fire is, right? Fire being this big, beautiful burst of orange, of warmth, of heat, of sunlight, essentially, right? You have the sun card twice. Go towards the sun. Where is he? I lost him. Oh, where's my Emperor? I lost him. I was going to make a cheesy metaphor about Emperor of the Sun. Anyway, go towards the sun. Knight of Wands, more Sagittarian energy, by the way. If it's not fun, the Knight of Wands is out. He's peacing out. He's leaving, right? In this capacity, in a lower vibration, not always the most reliable knight, right? Because he's not going to stick around the minute it gets boring. But what this is saying is that's the help available to you. Keep it fun. Keep it interesting. If you're worried about your team not liking you, right, which doesn't really matter, if you're worried about not impressing the CEOs or the bosses or getting the right vendors or clients or networks or customers, is what you're selling fun? Is what you're pitching fun? Is it going to catch their eye? This could be about the external beauty of it. Again, fire signs. There's a beauty they possess, right? As well as faith, spirituality, fire. It does have to do with like a searching for, it's like a searching for warmth. What people are naturally drawn to because you offer something that they need. Maybe you're selling coats, maybe, right? I don't know. Maybe you're opening your own clothing line, something like that. Something about the warmth and of the sun. Some of you are involved in like vegetation or plants, gardening. Again, animals, working on, I don't know, a farm, or I don't know, maybe you work in a veterinarian's office, something like that. All these kind of interesting pictures I'm getting there. But okay, so yeah. To help you navigate difficult decisions that may come in the coming weeks, ask yourself, are you having fun? And again, whoever you're trying to appeal to, do you have something fun to offer them? How can you make this more fun and interesting for them? Motivating people too. If you feel stuck, they're going to feel stuck too. So find a way to motivate yourself out of this headspace. If you're fearful, if you're indecisive, they will be too. I am sort of getting that, especially if you are, again, in a leadership position, right? You know, spreading word to the masses, preaching to the church, so to say. What you're spinning out needs to come from like a very pure internal truth. It needs to come from a pure heart. Again, something about logic is important here. The truth. Very, very Libra-esque. All right, final advice or guidance for my Libras. The Two of Moths, the Two of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. Okay, let's see. What is this? Going after something that scares you, for one thing, and you have two twos. Twos in tarot frequently talk about an indecision or a choice, right? But with this card, indecision, and this card too. Wanting to go after something, but again, those internal mental fears. Something about there are far more options that await you if you could just make a decision to move forward. Some of you are so worried about making the wrong choice, especially if you have two options. Again, the two kings, the two aces, water and air, the two resumes, the two job offers, whatever, that you're not making a decision. This is a night of action. One of the fastest moving nights in the deck. So yeah, the help available to you is making some sort of choice with authority, with clarity. And again, if you're worried, like, but I don't know, it's an internal decision. It's going to come from your heart, that moon, that intuition. Cancer, water, love, our heart space, right? That is going to help you to make some sort of decision with clarity, with authority, and not go back on it. The Emperor makes decisions with authority because he knows it to be true. He's had a world of experience. He's had years of experience. So he's not in a state where he's constantly questioning himself. This is not Emperor mode, right? So yeah, something about your final advice or guidance is there's beautiful options that await you, things that are more in line with your desires. Again, you have the 7, where's my 8? Oh goodness, did I lose it again? Where's my 8 of Cups? You have the 7, you have the 8, and you have the 9. There's progress here. Again, Cups being love, our heart, what we want, our wishes, our desires, what makes us feel good. If you could just make that decision and take one step forward, 1 foot forward, even slow progress is still progress. That's going to open you up to a world of possibilities. You may even discover a new role or a new job, a new position, a new avenue to make more money that you didn't even realize was there because you were blocking your blessings of going after this opportunity that I just keep wanting to say came around again. Some of you think it's too good to be true. It could never happen. Here's my Emperor, by the way. I was looking for him. Even that, it looks like a globe. It looks like a world. It looks like a universe that he can go conquer now because something about the changing of the tides, the turning of the cycle, something is revealed that was previously kept hidden. And it's a good thing. So that may have been this. Almost like something coming to the surface level, you're conscious, not your subconscious, but you're conscious that you've been holding yourself back a little bit. There's no nice way to say that. I'm just being real with you, Libra. There's some sort of epiphany about that. And then there's freedom. The sunshine card can be freedom. Like this little girl on a horse. I love her face. She's just like, yes, this is awesome. Like that's going to be you, Libra, when you decide to take action forward. Again, 2, this way or that way. You have decisions to make, but again, they're both good decisions. I don't see anything here with a red flag. My biggest red flag is why don't you think you can do it? What are these thoughts that you're telling yourself that simply aren't true, right? That's for you to figure out. That's for you to determine. But when you make some sort of choice, it opens up your world. Something about this to me, expansion, right? Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter energy from 1 to 7. Like this could represent people on a team that you're going to be working with. And like, I like it. I like the energy. Again, this is a card of Scorpio actually, but something about Pisces kept coming to mind and I'm getting that again here. Especially with the Hanged Man, the King of Cups. Yeah, something about if you have to make a decision, and I don't even want to go off of like the air sign, water sign thing. That really doesn't have much to do with it, though for some of you it may. Just the depictions of this alone, this feels like something you're really excited about. And it's not to say this one isn't, but it's more complicated. You may have more mixed feelings about this one, but again, it has to do with like the outweighing the pros and cons list. It's like, I love this, but there's no benefits. Even though the money's really good or, it's mom hours, I can still take my kids to school. This, it feels more of like a hitting the nail on the head. It hits the target. But again, and maybe this is the one that doesn't offer you as much. Or there's indecision here. So I can't make the decision for you, right? I'm just a tarot card reader. But I will say you have the High Priestess coming up twice, which is all about you already know. When this card comes up, oh, let me hold up the right card. Good Lord. Get it together, girl. Both these cards indicate you already know the answers. She is the seer. She is the communicator to God, to spirit, right? There's nothing between her and spirit, right? She's got the book in her lap, right? She's got the sacred scroll. So it's not, it's not to be a cop-out my saying this, but internally, intuitively, emotionally from the heart, you already know which way you want to go on this. And for some of you, maybe it's both. Maybe there's some sort of, maybe that's a difficult conversation to have that you're avoiding, you're dreading, but maybe you ask for part-time for both because you want your hand in both cookie jars, that expression. You want your hand in both pots. And I mean, if someone can make it happen, I keep losing my damn emperor. It's the emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. Money on the brain, boss mode, lady mode, right? Like emperor vibes, beautiful energy. All right, I'm going to throw one of these on it, and then we are going to close her on out for my Libras. What wants to come through? For my Libras. Healer. You have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. I'm going to read that again. All right. Healer, you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. So some of you may be working in the medical field, the medical profession, though it doesn't have to be, right? You also have justice. Libra, did you just get the justice card? You did. You guys. Your career brings fairness and protection to others who need your help. Justice. That's your tarot card, by the way. And children. Your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Yeah, so you have two cards that mention healing. And yeah, I was getting teacher vibes from a lot of you. And actually, my mom was a teacher. She's a Libra. All right, guys, that's what I got. Let me know what resonates for you in the comments down below. Please like, share, subscribe. That helps me a whole lot. And I will see you next time for more tarot. Bye.